Right, it's now time to build on the basics of the first part of the mind map. Now, one thing with a mind map is the central idea is the most important point. Point number two, your nodes, that's the second most important point. So it's a hierarchy from the middle outwards. So I'm looking at this at the moment, I'm thinking that doesn't quite stand out the way I want it to. So I'm going to try and make this more prominent in the middle. So I'm going to highlight this text, I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to go to format and give it an outline as well. So it just makes it a little bit nicer. I mean, you could also go to text effects if you want and add some kind of shadow or glow, something along those lines. Just make it look a little bit nicer in the middle. And again, these lines are thicker than the one in the middle. So what I might do is I might go to the outline here and I might thicken that up a little bit. Or you could actually have like some kind of dashes or patterns, something like that. So we could have a pattern if we wanted to, something like that. And again, if you go back and increase the weight of it, you can make it bigger than the other bits coming off, just so it looks something like that. So that's point number one. So this running information kiosk, this is a fictional scenario I've created just as an example. But what I'm hoping to get from this is I want an information running kiosk. It's like a touch screen that will be in a running shop to help different people with different aspects of running. So it might cover diet, training, equipment, topics like that. So purpose. Off purpose, I need some branches coming off. Now again, you can copy this line. The problem with copying this line is it's great, but it needs adjusting. Plus, if we've got a hierarchy going from top to bottom, what we want to do is this line needs to be less thick to represent that it's going further down the scale. So I might put this to like, yeah, 1.5. That looks okay. So then I'm going to use, again, I can use this font. That's absolutely fine. But the problem is, again, you want this font maybe just to be a little bit smaller. So on this one, what I might do is I'm going to drop this down to like size 18. So, purpose. Kiosk for use in running shop. So that's the main purpose of it. So again, I'm just going to go along there and I'm going to centralise that. Then I might copy it and paste this line a few more times now and have a few more strands coming off. So on this strand, I'm going to put something along the lines of I might have content. Now if I use content, I might have a few sub-strands off that. So what I might do is I might put in here content. And once the content's in there, I need my sub-strands. So again, if you really want to go hierarchy mad and represent a branch off from content, what we might do is might make these lines even smaller again. So because we're going down a level again, we might go to like 0.5 point, 1/4 point. And on content, what I might do this time is I might have a few different lines coming off. So this could be maybe the pages of the main themes. So I might have a section. So let's copy and paste this font again. So this at the moment is size 18. I'm going to drop that down to 14 now. So I might have a section on nutrition, because in the shop we might sell nutritional products for running. We might have a section on training. There'll be lots of different training plans. And again, I could go into mega detail on these if I wanted to, but again, this is just a planning mind map to start off with. With more equipment. So that's another main section we might put on there. So that's plenty for the meantime. I could have more sections if I wanted to. Something else for the purpose is I might have sales as well. Sales, stock, that kind of thing. So again, I could paste this level of text. And on this one, whoops, let's make it this size. Let's use the magic format brush. Let's put sales stroke orders. So we might have sales and orders in our shop as well, which you can go directly to the kiosk. So like JD Sports, for example, you've got a sports shop there where you go in, but they also have an information kiosk in the shops where you can click and you can order things on the kiosk which aren't stocked in the shop, which are stocked online. So that's one section made up now. I'm going to go through making up some other sections, and then I'm going to show you stage 3 of how to develop the mind map even further.